At the end of a long week, people are opening wine bottles in bars, restaurants, and homes around the world, ready to kick back and relax. This relationship with wine has a long history. The oldest known winery, dating to 4100 British Columbia, was discovered in 2010 by archaeologists in an Armenian cave. Just recently scientists reported finding jugs that had been used for storing wine from 6000 BC. Wine was used in ceremonies by the Egyptians, traded by the Phoenicians, and honored by the Greek god Dionysus and the Roman god Bacchus. By 2014, humanity was consuming more than 6 billion gallons of wine every year. So why is wine so popular? Aside from its flavors and capacity to help people relax, wine has gained something of a reputation as a healthy alcohol, with researchers noting associations between red wine drinking in France and lower incidence of heart disease. However, wine drinking is also known to increase risks of serious health issues, including liver cirrhosis, sudden cardiac death, alcoholic cardiomyopathies, and cardiac rhythm disorders. Excessive consumption and chronic misuse of alcohol are risk factors contributing to an increase in disease worldwide. How does the average drinker know what to believe? And how much wine is safe? As medical researchers, we recently published an in-depth analysis of the anatomy of wine. This included analysis of the risks and benefits of consumption, comparisons with other alcoholic beverages, and a discussion about wine's much publicized health benefits. Modern scientific intrigue surrounding wine has grown immensely since the 1970s, when large, international studies first reported a link between light to moderate consumption of alcohol and lower rates of ischemic heart disease, IHD, occurrence and associated deaths. IHDs are a group of diseases characterized by a reduced blood flow to the heart, and they account for significant deaths worldwide. Similar results have been reported individually for wine, specifically red wine. This phenomenon was eventually coined the French paradox after two scientists, Serge Renaud and Michel de Lorgil, observed a relatively low risk of IHD-associated mortality in red wine drinkers despite a consumption of a diet rich in saturated fat, such as that found in some French food. Does this mean red wine is good for the heart? This is a complex question, and as yet there is no consensus on the answer. More than one factor needs to be considered to explain this situation. Drinking patterns, lifestyle characteristics, and dietary intake are all important for individuals to obtain a healthy cardiovascular profile. The Mediterranean diet has been put forward as one explanation. This diet emphasizes consumption of plant-based foods in addition to the moderate consumption of red wine and has been labeled as beneficial by scientific advisory committees. In the Mediterranean diet, the low consumption of saturated fat, emphasis on a healthy lifestyle, and, more independently, alpha-linoleic acid, an essential fatty acid, and red wine, may allow this diet to confer the much-researched cardioprotective benefits. Red wine contains more than 500 chemical substances.